This has got.
I've never ever expected that. So this game now will be fire, fuego.
Absolutely unbelievable was what we've just seen, and like we said, we've got another game of this happening now, folks. You hear?
Will they have a response? Will they have an idea to answer? We'll find out now.
Well, we certainly hope so for the spectacle as we see. It's Indonesia from left to right in the red, Japan in the blue from right to left as we see Ferdinand deliver the ball to the back post, cleared away. Only as far as Hatate. Nakamura. Look towards Ueda, but it's cleared away. Sananta. Nakamura down the line. It's Hatate breaking there. Japan have had a better start here. Endo. For Ueda, it's cleared away. Karaka looking up for it. Machida wins it back. Good defensive header there by Indonesia. It's Klopp. Klopp looking down the line for Karaka. Karaka. Jenna. Suleiman. It's cleared away again by Japan. A little bit of a better opening here for Japan. Indonesia, though, still on the hunt. It's Sananta with a flying strike. Stunning strike from distance. Tried to catch the keeper out early. And Japan make the save. Indonesia have got the throw-in deep in Japanese territory. Wait for the throw-in. Throw is cleared. Nakamura, left-hand side, cleared away, Suleiman. What a game this is. I mean, it's got every piece of drama over it. I mean, again, if Japan somehow hold Indonesia to a draw, that will be enough to see them through.
It's so ridiculous to talk about.
I make it sound like it's just like, yeah, this is normal. We did not expect this, folks, and both as expert and commentator. But Doan looks to be making his way through. Doan, can he get all the way through for Japan? Stunning strike!
Wow.
Doan scores!
Okay. Now that's the response.
That's the response we looked for. And that'll be the response that Japan will be happy to see. Doan scores and makes it 1-0 for Japan. And as we said, opening 15 minutes, they started a lot better than they did in the first game. See a neat little knockdown here. Again, it was just straight running from Doan. His players are struggling to catch up. Nakamura's trying his best, and he had to kind of go for the shot in truth.
With the stunning into the long corner. That was smart.
Smart play there. And Doan makes it 1-0. So Indonesia, I think for the first time in this tournament, find themselves in a losing predicament. We'll have to see what Indonesia are now made of. Ball into the box, headed down. You've kept your eyes on social media over the last day or so. You've certainly seen sort of Indonesia's long throw antics. They certainly know how to make the best of a long throw situation. They didn't on that occasion. Here's Jenna.
And it's super important for Japan, isn't it? That
Absolutely.
goal.
That goal's massive.
So important.
Massive for confidence, massive for the complexity of the game.
It feels still unreal to me to talk about these kind of topics, you know, because we're talking about Japan.
Yeah.
But let's see.
We have to mention it. We just go. They were and still are considered one of the highest skilled teams in the game.
Yes,
in terms of the players they have at their disposal.
Yep.
Minamino, we've spoken at length. Hatate, Doan, the list
Kubo.
goes on. Kubo, Morita, Matoma. So many players in this squad.
Also, the defensive players are really, really good.
You've got Tomiyasu, who is a statement player, as we know. And Indonesia, they are essentially better as the sum of their parts. Hatate wins it back. A little bit more aggression in the midfield from Japan. Won back, though, by Indonesia. It's Ferdinand. Ferdinand in towards Sananta. Good up towards Ueda. Jenna wins it back.
Nice.
Sananta into the box for Karaka again. Tries to get the footwork going. Nearly gets the angle, but there was a big foot in there.
How they break every opponent is with the crosses, with the lofted passes in front of the opponent's box to secure the balls with the forwards there. This is what causes the most problems to all of the opponents. I wouldn't expect that they would be so effective against Japan too, but here you go.
Indeed. Fortune favours the brave here. Japan are pushing the issue. They will want to see themselves over the line, as you said. You don't want to be left down to goal difference. You want points to be there. You don't want to be left down to anybody else. As Doan tries to make his way through again. It's cleared up towards Sananta. Sullivan.
And as far as Indonesia know, they are not satisfied with that. Really not satisfied. They don't care if they are already first, already through. They want to win every game.
Absolutely.
Every single game needs to be a win, a victory for Indonesia.
There is a must-win attitude that runs through all of that Indonesia contingent that is here. As Ardhan plays it forward, here's Sullivan. Sullivan down the line towards Sananta. Sananta, what can he do here? Kurla wins it back. Japan, as we said,
but Leva makes a difference.
They've got that response.
Thanks to Leva. He's making the difference.
I think so, and I think the way they started this game was a lot better as well, into the box and for Weather.
I think they will regret to put him on the bench.
I think it's the opening bit of the game that really sets that tempo. Within the first 15 minutes is where the tempo of the game and where the kind of real decisions come in, I feel.
Yeah, but you could see when Leva was subbed in the second half, they played better in the second half. And here he's playing from the beginning, and you can see they are leading 1-0. And it's good. I couldn't see many chances for Indonesia. So
there's been a lot less chances.
Yeah, exactly. So he seems to make the difference here.
It's making a huge difference.
Probably was the wrong decision to let him out, to not let him start from the beginning.
But it's like you say, you make a mistake once, you don't make it twice. They'll certainly learn from that going forward through the tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a decision that will be replicated, I think, anytime soon. I don't think if you have yes, you can understand resting players. Yes, you can understand the fact that they didn't. I maybe, and I think in my head, maybe if I put myself into the body of like the Japanese setup, you maybe think to yourself, okay, well, we'll probably get a point from the first game, therefore we probably don't need to put him in. Whereas I think once they realised the peril that was then presented to them.
But it's the only 2 games today.
Yeah, but I don't think they went in with the attitude thinking we're going to.
Yeah, we're not going
to lose 5-1 in the first game, so we'll probably get a point, and it won't be so bad. Whereas I think once the alarm bells went at half time, they're 3-0 down in one half, and they've got another 3 halves to go.
Yeah, I agree.
think that's where the psychology comes into it. Say, okay, we need to make sure we make this change, and it certainly has been the correct call to sub him in this game, or at least have him playing in this game, because Japan have been far better this game than they were in the first. It's Ardhan to get it down the line for Indonesia. Of course, it's not quite over here for Indonesia. Yes, they will have topped their group with 9 points, but the reality is that actually they can still put Japan in some danger. Here's Sananta over to Ferdinand. Ferdinand to Sullivan. Jenna. It's Clock into the box looking for Sananta. It's that triangle move almost, is that the ball goes in and then you're looking for a header across. It's that little kind of triangle. We've seen it a lot in 1v1 play. To see it replicated, or at least attempt to be replicated in 2v2,
it's so hard.
Very different.
Yeah.
But they seemingly are able to replicate it because they've understood the movement that's required. It just turns out that also that Japan understand the movement that's required, and as such their defensive work has been so much better in the second game. Endo with the throw potential.
But I like the response from Japan. I really enjoy it, to be honest.
It was needed.
We need a fight, you know?
It was needed purely on the basis of the trouble that they were in. They realised and knew the trouble they were in. And I think it's great that they made that adjustment, because that's what back heel,
nice one from both sides. But
they needed to make the adjustment because they need to secure that passage through. Yes, yes, you could potentially qualify as one of the best, third-placed teams, but you don't want to leave it up to the statisticians to work that out. You want to be, okay, we're in top 2. I don't need to worry about whether I was one of the best 4. So we'll see Nakamura, left-hand side. Nakamura down to Hatate. Hatate into the box, looking at the back post. Punches clear by the goalkeeper.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Sullivan with a great ball across there from Indonesia is Sananta to Karaka to Klock looking for a through ball, just closed the door, did Japan there. It's headed down, but it's recovered by Ueda in towards Doan. Can he get the ball into the box here? Brilliant ground ball. Brilliant.
Wow!
Oh, that is!
This is what I expect from Japan.
That was a beautiful piece of what felt like engineering from Japan.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a great ball across on the ground, which nobody expects. And again, the awareness to use heel trick, the awareness to get the ball back across. Again, it's one of the easiest tap-ins you're going to see. And Japan have got themselves a 2-goal lead here in a response that they needed, not only for confidence, not only for how that first game finished, but with their desires to get through to the latter stages here of the eASIAN Cup. And that will be one to savour for fans of Japan. A phenomenal goal. As we see there, both teams reacting. I think Indonesia, are quite relaxed about this because they've won anyway. They've got through the group. They're happy enough.
With their competitor mindset, it will annoy them.
Internally,
yeah, exactly.
It'll annoy them,
but in general, it won't disturb.
It certainly won't disturb them, especially knowing that they are going to be top of the tree in Group D. Ball goes into the box here. Indonesia, hold the phone! There is
they
one
are
back.
Laughing and smiling. Can you see that?
The group leaders of Group D are not quite finished yet. Brilliant. Again, it's that almost what feels like a magical through ball. In terms of it just splits the entire defence. You see it again here.
Yeah.
Just
it's all about timing.
It's like timing. It's cold.
And the dosage of the pass has to be perfect. Just slightly stronger, slightly weaker, and you will have an inaccurate pass. They are doing this like no one else here.
Yeah,
this through passes.
Point accuracy from Indonesia. But again, to maybe for Vietnam fans, they may be looking for a little bit more from Indonesia to maybe get them up and through, at least in the top 2 of their group. But Ramdhani will run out of play. And again, for Japan now, you would say hold the fort. Like you're 20 minutes left, Med. What's the game plan? I asked you for the team talk. What's now the game plan for Japan?
For Japan?
Yeah.
Now.
What's the game plan? 20 minutes to go. You know that a win will more than likely secure you.
I wouldn't change the style anymore because you won't lose that. Okay? Maybe you lose the game. Can be, but you won't lose it with -3 goals. So make the best out of it. Go for the try-hard mode and see this last minutes as a practice for the knockout stage. So full try-hard mode, 100%. And yeah, don't be too easy. Don't be too loose, you know?
Yeah, absolutely agree. I could not have put it better myself. You know, in different languages, there's different meanings. For me, it's gamesmanship, run out the clock, try and just isolate the game or ice the game and just completely freeze Indonesia in their tracks because they know that, again, if there is almost an avalanche of goals, I'm not saying there will be, but there certainly could be, which is always, you know, as a risk-averse individual like myself, if there is any could-be's involved, you are shutting those down immediately. And in terms of what we've got here, it's Japan trying to get forward. It's Patinama, Drajad.
Indonesia wants it. You can see they went on red. They are more offensive.
There for Ramdhani trying to make his way through again. Indonesia still trying to sniff out a goal. Ball to the back post, it's cleared away.
Yeah, you can't impress me easily in life, but today I have to say this Indonesia and also Leva, I have to give him that credit that he changed the game with subbing him in. So respect to whom respect is due. Credit
Absolutely.
to whom credit is due.
It's the right call from the Japanese head coach. It's the right call, because again, we could be sitting here, and if Leva had not been subbed in, this could have been a very different game too that we're seeing here right now.
I agree.
Very different indeed. But what we have seen here today is Indonesia are here to prove a point. Japan can be got at in terms of what lessons we're learning for the knockout stages.
Big mistake
Asano,
here.
we're talking about Japan. Asano's made his way through here. Asano, good save from the goalkeeper.
He expected the manual goalkeeping from the opponent.
And look at that from
full
Indonesia.
red, full offensive.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Talk about not wanting to give anything to your opponent.
Wow.
Ball goes into Drajad. Can he sneak the ball in?
He can.
Drajad
Of
trying
course
to get
he
the ball
can.
in. Still going is Drajad, but it's cleared away and not long left.
Maybe enough time for one attack.
One more attack if Indonesia can work the ball. And they can work the ball. Here's Ardhan. There goes
GG's.
the final whistle. Japan get themselves out of a jam.